Hi guys, how you doing? Welcome back to part 2 of the review and kind of a little bit of a showcase. It's not going to be in part 2 because if you saw part 1 you saw that it was quite a long video, so there was still a bit more left to get through, so yeah, I thought because it was 25 minutes, that video, I thought I'd do another one because, you know, it was quite long, so I thought any longer would have been too long. So I thought I'd finish that off part 1 and then do another part 2, sort of a showcase as well. So yeah, so this is part 2, carrying on looking at the Mezco 112 Predator Jungle Hunter figure. Which is really good so far. A few things that are wrong, and yeah. Now this is how I've currently got it displayed, because I did have it with the mask on, and was going to have it you know, like that with the plasma caster, and, you know, have it so it was set up so it could light up, but then after careful thinking, because the mask is the wrong colour and wrong sort of design, I've sort of actually decided on having it displayed with the mask off, because I think the head sculpt on this is really good. And it looks really good with the mandibles, face attachment like that, and it looks really good like that. Sort of got him, you know, ready to you know, that bit at the end of Predator 1 where he's ready to fight Arnie, and you see the Predator in all his glory with the mask off, and got the claws coming right out. So yeah, I actually thought that probably looks best. You know, I may change it again, or I might have it like that sometime and then change it around. You know, but I think, yeah, due to the fact that the mask is wrong, I think having it like that looks really great. I think you sort of get it in all its glory, and because of the figure design and that, it looks really good. So I've currently got it like that. Yeah, so the other bits, because we was getting through what came with it, and I didn't finish off the other stuff. So yeah, the other bit was the base, nice base that keeps the Predator nice and tight and secure on there when you're displaying it. So that's really good. Obviously slightly better than NECA, because NECA doesn't give you a base. You actually have to buy the bases for the NECA figures. You don't get bases free, they make you pay for them, which is a bit stingy. I think they should give at least a free little base. You know, it's only a bit of plastic, free, but you know, that's NECA for you. But yeah, so a good nice base with a Predator written on it, which is quite nice. You get another thing which I don't think is needed, some baggies, and then obviously the batteries. Now I managed to put the batteries in the helmet and the plasma caster. It was quite fiddly. The helmet was pretty straightforward to put the batteries in. Just a basic little screwdriver, you know, the one with the cross at the end of it, to change that. So you just change that, then put 2 of the batteries that you get with it, and then it will light up. It's got the light on there. The only thing the problem with this is that when you put the mask on, when you've got the light on, it's not really that, or at least I thought it wasn't that clear, or you've sort of got to really have the helmet, you know, looking upwards to get the full. And then sometimes with the lighting, you can't really see that it is lit up. Sort of, you know, see where you're looking at it like that. Sort of, you've got to really get it, you know, to an angle you can see it. But it's quite nice. But it's, yeah, but still a nice feature. Obviously, that part obviously is better than NECA, but unfortunately the issue being that the mask, you know, is wrong, which is strange, you know, because you'd think paying the price of 95, which I paid, and you can get ones that are 100 or more, you know, and you expect for the price it to be, you know, quite accurate to the movie, but yeah, they made a huge mistake there. Obviously, the guy, you know, designed by collectors for collectors, but then they messed up the mask. So, you know, whether they'd just missed that and just didn't realise that the mask was wrong, or whether they just not seen Predator enough and just messed up. Well, they messed up anyway on that. Now, the batteries that I changed in the shoulder piece that holds the plasma caster, this was a bit more fiddly with the battery section. You've got to pull that out of the plasma caster shoulder piece, and you see here, this piece here, you have to take that off. Well, I used the flat top screwdriver to just pull that out. See where that gap, those couple of gaps is there. I used a screwdriver to just pull that plastic bit off of there, and then put the two batteries in there. And this is actually quite tricky to get off. I wasn't sure it was actually going to get off. I thought it was actually at one point going to snap, so I was trying to be careful. I thought this looks like it's going to, when I was doing it, I thought this looks like it's going to break, or it didn't seem like it was meant to come off. But then eventually it does come off, so then the batteries go in there, then you push that back in, and then the switch is there. So yeah, and the light on this is quite good. It's quite bright. I was a bit wary of that light because I've had bad eyes and eye trouble, and I thought didn't want that shining in my eye. I thought that was going to cause a problem. Not that you want to shine it in your eye, but you know, when you're having it on, you know, it's going to be shining when you're looking at it. Actually, it's quite harmless. It doesn't seem to be that bright, so it's but it's a nice light on there. Obviously, he's trying to give the effect of he's shooting his you know, plasma caster shooting at one of the his fellow cast members in the first Predator movie. Now, the only issue with this is if you haven't got that fully pushed in, because you know, the part where it connects to another part inside the thing, if it's not pushed against that, the light, you know, as you see there, won't stay on. So you've got to make sure that back piece is really pushed in and touching. Make sure it's touching the inside of that piece, and it will come on. But yeah, I wouldn't advise having it on all the time. I just have it on when I'm looking at it and just trying to pose it, and then I turn it off when I'm not going to use it. So otherwise the battery's going to use a battery run out. Obviously you can replace those batteries, they're replaceable. But you know, you don't want to keep it running out. But yeah, that's pretty good on that. But as I said, it's a bit fiddly, but it will go in there, and then you just push that back in, and then the light is on there. As I said, yeah, it's a pretty nice light on there. So turn that off for the time being. And yeah, we talked about the other pieces, didn't we? The Medi kit, which is pretty nice. Yeah, I did have one slight break, unfortunately. Now I don't know if this is just on my one or whether this is something that's you know, on the actual all of the mezco breads. But when I was opening the gauntlet for the, you know, the countdown, when he's setting it for a bomb to go off, I opened it up on the first attempt, and it just came off. And I'll try to put it back on, but it just doesn't seem to stay on. I may have to either glue a piece of plastic, a small piece of plastic on there, and then try and get it to fit back on, or I'm gonna have to just glue it on and then it's just gonna have to stay on, or I'm gonna have to leave it off. But I don't know what option is best at the moment. But yeah, that's unfortunate that it just, yeah, said I just opened it up and it just came off, which is a bit of a bummer, but obviously repairable. And obviously that issue doesn't happen on the NECA figure. You know, you open it up and there's no issue with it breaking off. So NECA is better in that sense. So mezco is not good for that. Now, yeah, I think we've gone through the, I think we went through all the other stuff that you got with it. Now I'm going to just, because I've got it on display like that, I'm just going to show you what it actually looks like with the plasma caster and light up helmet on. Now remember, you'll have to put the, well I do anyway on this, put the plasma caster on first and then the helmet. It's the way that I put it on. Yeah, so obviously the plasma caster slides just on that shoulder, and then the whack the helmet back on. It's a shame they really messed up on the helmet, because it would have been really good if they hadn't messed that up. Yeah, can't understand it really. Right. See now, the plasma caster, they probably didn't design this very well either, because sometimes the light comes on, sometimes it doesn't. You just got to really make sure that that back bit is pushed in. That doesn't stay on very well, does it? Either the direction, but there, anyway, there you go. There is the helmet that's lit up. You can just see the light there, and then the plasma caster firing, or supposed to be firing. You know, that's what it's supposed to appear to be doing. And yeah, so if you have it on display like that, it looks pretty good. But as again, I think, to be honest, I think I'm going to go for having it with a mask off. But as I said, I may swap it around now and again, because it still looks pretty good with the lights on it, which obviously NECA doesn't have. But again, I think I'm going to go with a mask off. I think I'm going to go with a mask off on this, and then have it displayed, and then I'm going to have the NECA Jungle Hunter with a mask on, because that mask is right. So that would look right, you know, because it's the right mask, and then the other one with the mask off. I think that's what I'm going to go for. Now we're just going to finish off, I think, with saying what you know, could have been better and what's good about it. Good, let's go for the good stuff first. So the good being that it looks like the right colour, and which I really like, and the overall design. I like the head sculpt with the mandibles with the mask off, and I think that looks pretty good. Obviously the Medi kit is fantastic piece, accessory to have. That's really, really good. Yeah, I like the fact that you can change the claws to short claws and long, because on the necker you can't do that. You can just push them in and out, and sometimes they can snap. And also it's very tricky to change the, I've noticed on the necker one it's very difficult to change the hands with the claws in the way. On this you can just take the claws out of the way and change your hands, but on the necker one it's more difficult. Yeah, and I like the light up features, the base you get with it. Now the bad things about this is, as I said, I had an issue with the gauntlet that's broke off, and the fact that the helmet is wrong, and wrong, not only wrong shade of colour, but wrong sort of design. What else is no good? I'm not sure if the skulls and trophies and that sort of shade too bright, or are they supposed to be that colour? Because on the necker one they're not. They're sort of a shade sort of darker, aren't they? I've noticed. I think they're sort of darker, so I'm not sure if that's right and that's wrong, or the other way around. But yeah, they're either too light or yeah. Yeah, but I do like. Oh yeah, the other thing I do like about this is the material, sort of like a costume type, and also the area around the pants is material as well. The brown section, and as I said, this is sort of like a netting material, which is really, really good. In that on the necker you don't get that, so that's another good thing. Oh yeah, the other bad things about it, yeah, so getting the mask wrong, and the gauntlet breaking off, which I've just said, yeah, and really messing up big time. Also, all the size, it could have been either the same size as the necker one or slightly bigger. I feel it's a bit too short for my liking. I really thought it was a lot bigger, a bit smaller, which you expect for the price to be bigger. Also, I think they missed a trick with the actual, the head sculpt with the mask that's stuck on there with magnets. I think that could have been better. I think they missed a trick here. I think they could have, if they'd have put the, I know you've got that bit there, but had they somewhat, I don't know, maybe at the back or somewhere, if they'd have put the eyes and the detail, instead of doing it on this one, they could have actually had that on that, and then the piece that's you put on with a magnet, if they'd have put the face onto that, and then when you took the mask off, all you had to do was put that on, it would have been really, really good, because you would have had, took the mask off, you would have seen his face, and then you just had to put that on. Would have been better, because currently at this scale we haven't got one that's where you can take the mask off and see the face. We've only got two different head sculpts, one with the mask off and one with the mask on. So we really need one that's someone to make one where you can take the mask off and you see the face. But yeah, I think they missed a trick there with doing that. I think they could have somewhat put, because it to me it doesn't make any sense that mask actually comes off of there, because if you can't see his face, it doesn't really make any sense. They may as well just done that. They may as well not had that removable. That might as well just been on there, and then they might as well just had the area where you took the battery thing off and change the batteries. It just doesn't make sense to me that you just take the mask off and you can't see his face, and then you just change the batteries and then put the mask on. Well, that's my opinion anyway. But I think, yeah, I think that's pretty much going to be it, guys. As I said, I think I'm going to maybe swap it around now and again and have it with a mask off and then mask on. But yeah, I think that's going to be it, guys. I think we've done long enough on this. But I thought I'd carry on and do a bit more of the review and say what's good and bad, and yeah, show you how to put the lights in and stuff. And yeah, guys, so I think I'm going to wrap this up now, and that's going to be it for this. However, I am going to do, or I may do, the Mezco Pred versus the NECA version, and say what is, you know, overall better. I think I'm going to do that. So I'll probably do that in the next couple of days or so. But yeah, guys, let's get part 2 of the mezco Pred. So guys, hope you guys enjoy this vid. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care, bye for now, see you soon.